It's a price break. Hey, it's money on sale. That, to me, is the best time to shop.
I guess I shouldn't have favorite coins, but I do.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about, well, this is one of my favorite coins, 2016. This is one of my favorite coins of all time.
Really?
And it's one of those coins, and I think you and I have sold this in the past. And I call it a fall between the cracks coin. And what I mean by that is, when the United States government made this in 2000, I didn't even get a chance to sell this coin in 2016. It was made so late in the year that we didn't get to sell them, is ultimately what it came down to. And so what that creates is phenomenal and incredible rarity on a scale unlike anything that we've seen in the American Silver Eagle collection. As a matter of fact, this is what we call a satin finish American Eagle, made at the West Point Mint. This is the 10th anniversary of the satin finish Eagle. Of all 10 of them, this is the rarest. This is the rarest of all the satin finish Eagles. That as a standalone at $149.95, 4.9 star customer pick, would be enough for you to pick this up and put it into your collection. Exactly. But it goes so much further than that. It's also a 30th anniversary American Silver Eagle, and it is so designated by being stamped on the edge of the coin by the United States government. Edge lettering is a big deal. It's technically very difficult to do edge lettering, so the government had to do the edge lettering for the 30th anniversary. It's not the first anniversary American Eagle. They started that tradition with the 10th anniversary Eagle. Then they did the 20th anniversary and the 25th, and now the 30th. But here's the thing. None of those prior 10th, 20th, or 25th are actually marked on the coin as an anniversary eagle. It's marked in essence on the holder. Now here's an even more incredible opportunity for you. And this is just comes from basically me being in the business my whole life and understanding what this coin is. A 10th anniversary American Silver Eagle in an Annex, 1995, with this grade, would be a proof 70. We sold, the last one we sold here at HSN was $30,000.
What?
$30,000 for the 10th anniversary American Eagle. The 20th anniversary American Silver Eagle, which I sold here in 2006. I was here selling it in 2006 for about $129 back then. Today we sell that coin for about $1,100 for the 20th. And this coin's rarer than that 20th anniversary coin. Then we had the 25th anniversary coin, which I was here in 2011 selling. Once again, just a special finish called a reverse proof. I sell that coin, I think originally it was $149 or $159. Today we sell that coin for about $1,300.
Wow.
So I have your opportunity for anniversary Eagles. I got 10th anniversary, so they range from about $1,000 to $30,000. Or you can get the 30th anniversary for $149.95.
Well, you hear how every one of those coins has increased in value
tremendously. No, that's not, I have no guarantee that this is going to do that, obviously.
Right.
But here's what happened. They released it at the end of the year. That's why it's so rare. That's how it fell through the cracks. The United States government makes these coins to order, if you will. So in other words, when they made them at the end of the year, not that many people bought them because people were looking at holiday gifts. They were waiting for the 2017 Eagle. And so because of this, this became one of the rarest silver eagles ever made by the United States government. Look, that didn't take me by surprise. I know these things, okay? So we literally went out and I committed literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we bought about 20% of the entire mintage. We bought basically 1 in 5 coins I was able to buy and I own to be able to serve. Now that doesn't mean I have that many coins in 70 condition. I bought that many coins to start with. I am down to, and we've sold several thousands of these coins because I bought a big chunk of them. I bought about 30,000 coins. I am down to my final SP70s at $149.95. I have 648 coins remaining. We've already sold 133 here. Okay, 135. So understand, people say, so that's it? You're never going to have these again? No, no, no. I'll sell these forever. because there's such a great coin. The only edge-lettered satin finish eagle ever made by the United States government. The rarest satin finish eagle. The only anniversary coin that is edge-lettered is the 30th anniversary. The only American silver eagle that has an anniversary designation is the 30th anniversary American silver eagles. That's it. So we will sell this coin forever. What I won't do is sell it for $149 or less after this 633.
And even better, you can do it on a flex pay.
See, and that now all of a sudden becomes significant and collectible and desirable, and that's what you have the opportunity to own. Now, most collectors don't even realize this coin to some degree exists, and the reason is because they put it out so very late in the year that people didn't have the opportunity to know about it, to own it, to buy it, to research it, to do any of that, and then we bought up these tremendous quantities of these coins. That's why it's a 4.9 star customer pick. That's why it's at. I have sold literally through the 30,000 plus coins that I originally bought. This is my final quantities.
Final 600.
That's right, in SP70.
Well, and to hear you say this is your all-time favorite coin, maybe?
Yeah, one of my all-time favorite coins. I got a lot of favorite coins, but certainly from the last probably 5 or 10 years.
And how many years have you been in the business?
25 plus years.
So,
well, I actually started when I was 12, so 40 something years.
How did you get started?
Well, it was an interesting thing. I started doing Coin Club every third Wednesday. I was a paper boy, and then I would go to the local coin store. And the gentleman who was there who owned the store was a World War II veteran, and his leg didn't work very well. So when he did shows on the weekend, he would take me and I would carry his cases in, and in exchange for that, he gave me a half a case. So I could sit there and I could buy, sell, and trade out of a little half a case. They had these glass top cases, and I had about this much of it. So I got to be a dealer. Okay, and I was like 12, and so that's how I started it. My first coin, of course, was given to me by my grandmother, 1921 peace dollar, and then that kind of got me interested. And then I used my paperboy money to buy coins, and then I started being. So that's how you do. The journey of life
continues. No, thank you for sharing that. I always wanted to ask you.
Yeah, so that's how I got into this this whole thing, and it was. It served me well because I got to have my passion be my profession, and it's something that not everybody gets to do. I'm thoroughly blessed for having having done that.
That's why I love working with you. I learn so much every time you're here, folks. And I just realized during our banter, we've got a little more than 500 left. That's it. Several hundred gone. Only 500 remain.
Yeah, and here's what unfortunately we have to put a little clock in there, folks. It's going to get very, very busy. You're going to get the Red Oak presentation box still. Even though we're doing the special pricing, even though I'm doing my original issue pricing, I've never done these for less, I will absolutely, positively, guaranteed do them for more. And that's the important thing that you need to understand. You have to understand the significance of this coin for one. The fact that it's a 30th anniversary coin. If you look at the 10th anniversary coin, like I said, in this condition, $30,000. The 20th anniversary coin, $1,000. 25th anniversary coin, about $1,500. None of them are edge lettered. None of them are marked on the coin in any way, shape, or form that it is part of the anniversary edition. This one is, and it's the only one that is the 30th anniversary coin. They also had a proof version of this, which I think if we have time, we're going to get to a little bit later. But that's what makes these coins so unique. Plus, they were released so late in the year that the rarity of these coins is absolutely spectacular as well. Now, I've got these at $149. So they're going to do the 2017 Satin Finish American Silver Eagle. They're going to come out, I think next week, 2 weeks.
Oh,
I
really?
think. Yeah, about 2 weeks they come out. I'm going to be $149.95 for the brand new one, that just came out. So you're getting this at original issue pricing. Please understand, you're getting this at original issue pricing. I will sell these for more. I will not sell them for less, and that's a critical opportunity. Now we're very, very busy,
we are.
as you can expect. A lot of folks on the phone as we speak right now, and we're down. We're ticking down. I'm down to my final quantities at $149. I'm assuming my next kind of price break on this will be $159, $169. I'm obviously because I'm out of the coins I originally bought at the original mint pricing. So now I have to go into the marketplace and pay significantly more. Now keep in mind, not every coin I buy certifies and grades perfect. Because you see this SP70 here? Here's the thing. In coin collecting, as in any collecting, The single most important determining factor of value is what? Condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth, and this coin is certified absolutely perfect SP70. And coins we grade on a 70-point scale, not a 100-point scale. Now, if you take this same coin in SP69, then the value goes down fairly substantially.
So we're talking, this is where the term mint condition.
Yes, that's right, and this is perfect mint condition. So that's of incredible importance in terms of this. Like, let's say, for instance, if you have a 1986 American Silver Eagle, okay, a coin, this is actually significantly rarer than that coin, but you take a 1986, in Mint State 69, we sell that for about $99.
Okay.
In Mint State 70, we sell it for $500.
Wow.
Okay, it's the same coin, the difference is just the grade.
And
That's right, so the condition is key to the value, to the collectability, the desirability of this coin. So here we have 260 of these now sold. These are going very, very, very quickly. I'm down to about 500 left. So I'm well over a third sold out. So I'm about to, and as you can see, so there's 275. Now, once again, problematically, these are my final quantities at the $149 price point. Once again, and people ask me, so you'll never sell it again? Yes, I will absolutely. You know, I will absolutely, if I'm here 5 years from now, I will be selling this coin. If I'm here 10 years from now, I will be selling this coin.
We're not going to be getting this at $149 though.
But you're not going to get it at $149.
Okay, so guess who's going to get her phone during the break?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm serious. I am totally starting.
You've become, and not only that, but you've become a coin collector that knows what you're doing. You understand the quality. You bought the Indian head cents, which is a great value. Then you have this coin right here,
so
released at the end of the year. Understand, I couldn't even sell this coin in 2016. It was released so late in the year, I was unable to sell a single coin in 2016.
Why was it released so late?
Because they had a lot of things going on. They were making the gold mercury dimes and the gold walking, and so they just pushed it off and pushed it off and pushed it off, and then at the end of the day, they go, oh my goodness, we have to make this. Plus, they were having problems with the edge lettering. Okay, that's a whole different process, and that's why they never do edge lettering, or very rarely do edge lettering. So it's of crucial importance for you to understand that the edge lettering adds significantly to the value, the collectability, and it's distinctly unique. So of all these special and satin finish coins, the SP stands for the coins, and these are special presentation coins denoted by the mint mark W from the West Point Mint. Of all of the satin finish West Point minted American Silver Eagles that the mint has ever done, not only is this the only one with the edge lettering, not only is it the only one that has got this anniversary designation, this is the rarest of all of them.
And this is halfway sold through. We've sold almost 400. We're showing about 400 left with 35 seconds on the clock. Lots of people on the phones. 538-906. I have to remind everybody too, to do flex pay is a major benefit.
I didn't realize that because we so rarely do flex pay with coins.
$37.49, it's yours. Comes with this presentation box. Right. What an investment.
I think it's spectacular.
I do
because
too.
When you look at something and you look at collectability, what are the things that make something collectible? So what are the boxes that you have to tick? And the first one is intrinsic value. You understand this is an ounce of pure silver. So you start with an ounce of pure silver. Then, of course, is it a special edition? Well, of course, it's a satin finish coin that's a presentation coin to start with. Then, of course, on top of that, it is 30th anniversary. Now do you have Rarity? Rarest satin finish coin ever? Tick that box. Nice. So you have all of these things. Okay, what's the highest grade that I can get and afford? Well, this one's perfect. So it is absolutely, positively perfect. So as you look at this coin and you determine this coin and desire this coin to be a collectible, this coin hits every single one of the marks. And so, as you can see, the fact that we've been selling this now for several months, I haven't had it in a while, but still a 4.9 star customer pick
out of 5 stars.
Out of 5 stars, right? And so what you have is you have people who understand collectability, understand desirability, understand value. Remember, the 10th anniversary American Eagle, $30,000 in this condition. The 20th anniversary, It's going to be $1,000, 25th at $1,500, this $149. Here's the thing. At one point, I sold all of those for about $149.
And now
it is now
value.
today, 20 years later, 15 years later, 10 years later, that all of a sudden you have seen them start to reach their potential and their value.
Coming up next, collectible coins from around the world. Whether you are a beginner or an avid collector, get premier coins delivered right to your door, only from HSN.
Next up is the American Liberty Silver Medal. This is pretty exciting. Another brand new, first airing, being seen. Item here is 573297. This is one of the rare offerings we have on FlexPay. So let's talk details, Mike.
This, I was just, because I've just seen this for the first time.
Really?
Well, we had the 70s and sold them out in a single airing in about 2 seconds, okay? I think they were $2.99 or something like that. I mean, just
so
sold
the 70s.
through. So this is
PR69.
if you remember, they did a Liberty Medal last year. Okay, now that Liberty Medal right now in 69 condition, I'd have to charge maybe $2.99 for. In 70 condition, I'd be probably $5.99 or $6.99, $599, not $5.99.
Right.
Okay, and so this is the iteration of the silver medal this year. And the way they did this is they released this in solid gold. Okay, that's the new $100 Liberty. They've literally named it the Liberty. It's a $100 gold coin. That's the one right there. Let's show it. So there it is in gold at $2,899.
See that? That's on .com right now.
Yes, that's on .com right now. We sold a bunch of those. That's the high relief. It's absolutely spectacular. But look, not everybody can quite do the $28.99.95.
Exactly.
They did it in silver that you're going to have right here, and I have got it certified. Look at that amazing eagle that they have made at the Philadelphia Mint that you're going to have certified PR69, first day of issue, only $975 in the limited edition. Now I want to show you something, the box this comes in. Now ours is certified. Now the packaging is absolutely gorgeous and unbelievable. I mean, it is one of the most beautiful boxes you have ever seen. That's the exterior box. This is the interior box that comes with it right here. But my favorite part of it, Callie, is look at the certificate of authenticity. That's not an actual coin.
No kidding.
That is stamped on the certificate of authenticity that explains these certificates of authenticity, the history of these medals and all. These certificates are selling for $10 to $15.
Wow, really?
Just by well, look at it. I mean, it is one of the most stunning. I mean, look how thick that is. That's the certificate of authenticity. That's like 20 pages.
It's a wealth of knowledge
and you're going to have that. That comes with it. Many people are holding those back on you. And when you look at this, and you could put anything, 225th anniversary that you want in there that'll fit in a capsule. It is just a stunning,
you're right,
and absolutely gorgeous. Feel this up here. Feel what they've done there with kind of like a this like almost like a I don't know what, like a velvet. Yeah, it's spectacular. And then so you don't so nothing gets scratched. You've got that little pad that goes in there. United States Mint. Isn't it just truly spectacular? It's a wood box. There's the exterior box. But more importantly, let's take a look at the medal itself. The fact that it is the exact replica, the new replica, and by replica, it's, remember, still made by the United States Mint.
Right.
So it's not one of those tribute coins that's made like Dave's Medallion Shop or something. You see those all the time.
Great point.
Yeah, that's
You're
not what I'm talking. When I talk about it is the same design as the $2,900 gold coin. It is just done in affordable, incredible proof silver.
At only $129 and $43 on a Flex. These are very, very popular.
We had the proof 70 first day of issue. It sold out. Almost instantaneously. It sold out just like that. The instant that we put it up there.
$5.99?
I forget what it was.
A couple $100 more, I know.
It was, $199, $299, $240. I don't know. We sold it out so fast I never even got a chance to kind of look at it. Spectacular opportunity done, of course, in solid silver. Comes with all the original government packaging, including the government certificate of authenticity. 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. Done in silver. And like I said, I love this this new silver. And if you look at the medal from last year, the 2016, which is a different design, okay, because it was a different Liberty design. It is, and look at that United States of America. Look at that eagle on the wing, unlike anything that's ever appeared on a United States government issue, mint issue. Oh, it's just spectacular.
Really
on the
beautiful.
downbeat right there.
Yeah.
I think that is just truly, truly,
and how cool that it marks the
spectacular.
225th anniversty of the United States Mint.
Yeah, isn't that great? They're doing a lot of cool stuff this year, as a matter of fact. I think for our next show, it might be our next show, they're doing a special enhanced uncirculated set that's just going to be ridiculous. It's just going to be spectacular. This coin, however, like I said, 70's gone. I have a few of the 69s left. They're extraordinarily popular. We're going to have them all with the original government packaging, which by itself is selling for tremendous premiums out there in the marketplace.
I know we're going to be putting a clock here shortly because we are so busy. Hundreds of people on the lines for this American Liberty Silver Medal. It's really special and so affordable to get something that's so highly collectible. But again, in gold, you saw a $2,900 version sits on hsn.com right now. You're welcome to it if you'd like. But if that doesn't work for your budget, this may be a better alternative for you. It's item 573297. And once again, I have to remind you of the flex pay option because coins are not something that anywhere but here would you ever have the option of paying just a little to get it. Even here, it's a rare thing to offer a flex pay on anything. But we're doing it on this.
Usually, I mean, you know, for $129 for us to do 3 flex on that is, like I said, so you get this home for $43. You get home this incredible piece of American history for $43.32. And if you want to know all the backdrop of that history, I mean, there is no better place than this right here to tell you the absolute history of the American liberty. And the liberty is not just kind of, and I hate to use liberty as a throwaway term, but people talk about that. This is actually the name of the coin. We have the American Gold Eagle. We have the American Platinum Eagle. But with this, we have the new Gold and Silver Liberty is a specific denomination and now mint of the United States Mint that you're going to have in there. Here's one of the very first medals ever done.
Wow.
That was Roman times right there. That's a Roman coin. So they talk about the history of all this, of liberty, of coining, of mintage, of metals, and that's the first coin ever struck by the United States government right there. The flowing hair cent, look at that. I mean, you know, that's kind of the, yeah, isn't that wild? So, and all of this comes with it. That's one of the famous coins in American. It's an 1804 dollar. That coin right there, which I forget which one that is. That's probably a $10 million coin, somewhere right around in there. Yeah, and that's and all that history is in this. And look at that.
Collecting is so fascinating.
All put in there. It's just spectacular.
It really is. It's like once you get into it. And I remember I got my first coin years and years ago, and then I just kind of started getting my collection going again recently when you and I have been working together. And it's just really fun to be able to say, you know, share a little piece of American history, but also a lot of us collect for the education of it. Some of us collect for the value and the investment of it. I mean, what better thing to invest in than money? Right.
If you're going to collect something, everybody collects something, might as well be money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
And like I said, solid silver. So you have an ounce of pure silver in here, done in. It's spectacular. We get some dust on that. People are going, well, I thought that was perfect. Yeah, that's on the outside. That's why we do it that way. Whoops. And look at that eagle. I collect coins based on the eagles.
Yeah, you
that
do,
are
don't
on
you?
the coins. I love that. And this eagle in kind of downbeat on the eagle with the downdraft, that eagle, you just don't see that very much. There's the Philadelphia mint mark that's going to be on this coin as well with this. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't it just, I mean, it's just an absolutely spectacular coin.
And with all
that
of you
you're
on
going
the
to have,
phones.
silver medal that you're going to have. It's just one of those things, 100% exclusive to us.
Wow.
Okay, first day of issue.
Okay.
There's only 975 for worldwide distribution. 975 for worldwide distribution. Now is your time to be able to pick this up. Extraordinarily popular. Like I said, if you're having a little bit of trouble getting in, please go to hsn.com.
Yeah, with everybody that we see on the phones, because we have monitors out here to kind of give us an idea. We have. I know we started with 975. We sold officially 150. We've got about 125 or 175 more people on the phones ordering. So back out whatever you saw just up there on the ticker, because that's very accurate. And when 975 were made, you know that once they're gone, they're gone. So your chances now, like Mike said, take advantage of it. Is 573297. We have so many other things still to come in our show. If you're just flipping through on this Sunday evening, tell you what, Mike has. I think we've got the Indian heads coming up, which you know are my favorites. That's when I got my start.
We got the state quarters coming up next, which we haven't done in a long time, and that's my last quantity on these. Final time at price break, I think, is what we've got. I got a great thing with that. We got some of the PSW American Eagles. I've got a few of the 2016s left. We've got an absolutely positively loaded show, but this is a brand new opportunity with everybody on the phone like us. Several hundred of these already gone out the door, I think, is what we're looking at. Great opportunity. Once again, just released this year. First day of issue exclusive to us, done in solid silver. If you've seen it in solid gold, the brand new $100 gold Liberty for $2,900. It's the same exact design, and this is made by the United States Mint as well. As you can see, 1 ounce, 999 fine silver right up there. Done also for the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint.
Touch kept me high. I know it's time for us. Let's take it to the top again. It's got me feeling like a fire inside. Yeah, all I really wanna do. Come on, we're way on, and we're gonna be the best again.
One quick word to the wise. Part of the reason Mike had to really scramble and select the best of the best of the best is you have so much inventory that sells when you're not on the air. A lot of times by the time you come in, like for this show as an example, we thought we were going to be fine, and then all of a sudden people watch you and then they
I had 1,000 or something. By the time I get on the air, I got 200.
Right, exactly. So the fact that we have what we have for this show is really nothing short of a minor miracle. This is something we're excited about, right?
So this is very cool.
Yeah.
So we're talking about these Supplemental Mint Secret American Silver Eagles.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 2015, 16, and 17. Now, in 2015, they didn't do San Francisco Mint, but 16 and 17, they did.
Okay.
These were these special Secret Eagles. They started this series of supplemental mint eagles where the West Point Mint needed help because of the demand for the American Silver Eagle. So in 2011, 12, 13, and 14, they struck them at the San Francisco Mint. They did not put a mint mark on them, but the boxes were marked San Francisco.
Okay.
The tape on them, that seal said San Francisco.
Okay.
Now, they were 10 times or so rarer than the regular Silver Eagle, and they're highly and phenomenally collectible.
Yeah.
So the United States Mint has made 6 supplemental minted Silver Eagles at the San Francisco Mint. 4 they announced and 2 that were secret in essence. This is your opportunity to get all of them with one call. So basically an auto ship. So we're going to give you the 2000.
Wait, I just saw that price.
Yeah, $79.95 a coin. Okay.
Man.
So we start with the 2011.
Yeah.
So you get the 2011 for $79.95.
Right.
Your first auto ship is the 2012.
Okay.
At which point you get the box.
Oh, yeah.
At no additional cost or charge. That's part of the
Oh,
70.
nice.
The box is $49.95.
I was going to say the
empty.
box is like $50.
Absolutely. So you get this coin for $79.95, and then your first auto ship, which is $79.95, and you get the box. Then you get the 2013, probably the hardest one to get out of the first 4, and the 2014. But then the key coins are you're going to get the 2016 and that 2017 that we just sold 1,500 of or whatever it was in the 2017s, all in NGC graded San Francisco bridge, exclusive to us. We've got the incredible San Francisco insert. You get the box. Here's the great part. Your price can never go up and your delivery is guaranteed. So when you lock into this, now look, you can, here's what the deal with the auto ship. The opportunity is yours, the obligation is ours. So your price can never go up. Of course, you may cancel at any time, return within the return privilege. Sure. You can skip shipments, you can do whatever you want. Yep. Okay? What we can never go up, let's say silver goes back to $50 an ounce. Okay, let's say silver goes back to 50, your price can't go up. Nope. And understand these coins bring significant premiums in the marketplace beyond the 1 ounce of silver that they contain. Here's the problem is given the rarity, particularly the 2016 coin, which I would argue, well, it's not the rarest by mintage, it is by far the rarest coin to get. It is phenomenally, incredibly difficult to get, followed by the 2017 and the 2013, and probably the 2011, 2012, 2014 in that order. If you followed along with that, well done. That you're gonna do all certified NGC. We only use certification services here, the four major grade certifications: PCGS, NGC, Annex, and ICG.
Right.
So those are the other ones. These are all NGC, bridge label, exclusive auto ship is what we've got here. Now, I had 500 of these sets available. Speaking to your point, 145 of them, 146 of them have already been spoken for in terms of the auto ship. Because everybody wants to get in line when you can lock in the price on the 2016s and the 2017s. Yeah. That's critically important for you to understand what your numismatic opportunity is here.
And on FlexPay, and to Mike's point, at $39.98, the onus is on us. The obligation is on us. So regardless of what happens industry-wide with regard to the pricing of silver or the coins or what have you, you are always resting assured you are getting something that just is not available anywhere else. And this, the other thing that you take note here is, too, we are taking just a select number of reservations on this as well. So
because, and let me explain to you why. Okay. I have to own all the coins right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You do,
because I can't take a risk of silver going to $50 an ounce or $20 an ounce or $30 or $60 an ounce. I mean, whatever it is. So I have to own these for 6 months. We have to own them. We have to hold them. We have to have them so that I can guarantee your price.
Right. Oh, yeah, that
And I can only do 3,000 coins at a time because, I mean, you know, I have 500 of 6 coins. Right. So we can only keep basically those 2,000 coins or 3,000 coins in the vault, in essence, with this.
But you know what? This is a pretty expansive set. That's a lot of coins.
And complete.
And complete. I mean, that's a lot of inventory to wrap your arms around.
No doubt about it. Keep in mind, the United States government has done 6 supplemental minted San Francisco minted coins. And we've now done a Freedom of Information Act, so we know that to be complete. Literally 3 weeks ago, I would have told you it was 4, because that was the information I have. This set literally just added 2 coins within the last 5 weeks. Yeah. So now we know this to be a complete set. So with one phone call, you get every San Francisco uncirculated Silver Eagle ever made.
I mean, that's really a remarkable opportunity when you think about it, isn't it? You know,
I think it's spectacular.
It really is. I mean, and that's why we talk about the intrinsic and really the emotional value behind the kind of collectibles that Mike does. I mean, we always reference you when we say if you're going to collect something, collect money. But, you know, some of my greatest and fondest memories are of the silver dollars that my grandfather used to get me. And, you know, that's just it. This goes even beyond, you know, the intrinsic or the rarity or the cool factor, quite frankly, that it is an all-encompassing collection. To own every single one of these under one roof, and that is why there are a very limited number of reservations that we can take on that auto ship. And like Mike said too, the onus is on us, and really you can still be in control of that auto ship, so you can cancel. 100%. I mean, you know, there's no obligation to you, basically.
And people are always asking, well, what if I don't want them certified? They don't exist uncertified. Right. Because remember, these are the supplemental minted coins. They must be certified. They must meet that, you know, that thing I went through where you have to match the box number, okay? You have to put that, and you have to put that with the things that are inside the box that match up so that the serial numbers match it. Then you can establish the provenance. Then you can put them and have them graded and certified. Once they're certified, then you can put them in the red oak presentation box, and then with one phone call, you can get every single solitary one of them. And as we speak here, almost 200 of these already gone, almost 200 of these already spoken for, only about 330 of these left, hundreds of folks on the phone, because once again, this is a special subset of collectability that most people never had the opportunity. It would be very difficult to kind of cobble this together. And then the labels might not match, the grading companies might not match. What are you going to do? What are you going to put them in? So with this, so simple. One phone call. The matching San Francisco bridge label exclusive to us, with the insert, with the red oak and by the way, the box comes with you. So with your first auto ship, that box is part of the $79.95 shipment. So you get the 2011, then your first auto ship is 2012 with the box. So you get this, then with the box, and of course that's still just the $79.95. And
$50 box.
$50 box. That's so if you put that over this, you're looking at about $60 $69, about $70 a coin.
Yeah.
If you just put the $10 a coin in essence. But understand, cancel at any time, return the coins within the return privilege. You can skip shipments. You are 100% in control.
Yes.
You are 100% in control of this. But keep in mind, it's a nice little 6-coin set. There are no other coins to buy, no other coins that we understand to buy going in the future. After this debacle with the United States government, I doubt that they're going to do this craziness again. They've done everything in their power to even deny the existence of these 2 coins. It is only because of the Freedom of Information Act that we had any opportunity to provide these to you. They tried to hide their existence from you. We were able to ferret them out. We were able to find them out. And so because of that, this 4-coin set is now the 6-coin set. And with one phone call, you can get all of the supplemental minted, all of the San Francisco uncirculated American Silver Eagles, the entire 6-coin set. They didn't make them in 2015. I didn't skip a coin. They didn't make them there. So 2011, 12, 13, 14. They didn't do 15, 16, and 17. All complete, all one call, gets them all.
Absolutely, and all for less than $40 on FlexPay. So, and that's just it. You know, the obligation is already on Mike. I mean, no.
I already own the coins.
He already owns the coins. And so regardless of what happens in the industry, it's not like he can react and say, oh, remember that shipment for $79.95? We're charging $99 this month, you know, because the prices went up exponentially or whatever. You can't do that.
Enter the exciting world of coin collecting here at HSN. So whether you're just starting out or you have experience collecting, find the perfect addition to your collection.
So our next item is a little special. It has an auto ship element to it.
Little special.
Little special. So that means, again, really limited. So the 2016 MS69 Annex Supplemental Silver Eagle. And Mike is going to take us through the offer.
Well, we were just talking about the Secret Silver Eagles from 2015. They made it Philadelphia Mint, 2016 Philadelphia, San Francisco, 2017 Philadelphia and San Francisco. They had made some coins at the San Francisco Mint in 2011, 12, 13, and 14 because the demand was so overwhelming for the United States Mint that they needed help from the San Francisco Mint, which they acknowledged in 2011, 12, 13, and 14. Those are called supplemental minted coins. 4 of them announced, 5 of them secret, all 9 right here. So you can get, with our auto ship, at $99.95 a coin, every single one of the supplemental minted American Silver Eagles ever done by the United States government. I have got one quantity and one quantity only of these. I've got 500 sets. And the key and defining coin in here is the 2015 Philadelphia minted coin. Which, by the way, we sell individually for $599. You get that in this collection for $99.95. Every coin is $99.95.
Even that coin?
Even that coin. Okay?
Wow.
Even that coin. We are also going to give you the presentation box to put it in.
So they each like slide in and then you've got
so
the
you're
whole...
going to get the 2016.
I haven't seen that box yet.
Yeah, because there's only 9 coins.
Oh, okay.
9 coins is the complete set, so this one holds a few more than 9 coins, but this is an appropriate size box for the 9-coin set that you're going to have. So you start off with the 2016, which I can tell you right now, by itself, 2016, good luck finding this coin. The 2016 coins, well, the 2015 coins are getting all the press, and the 2017 coins have some of the quantity of these, okay, in terms of there's 100,000 of them. The 2006 coins, 16 coins are quite possibly the most difficult coins to get of the bunch. At anything even approaching a reasonable price. And you get both the San Francisco and the Philadelphia. Because you get every single special. You get 3 Philadelphia minted Silver Eagles. You get the 2015, 16, and 17 Philadelphia Mint States. You get all the other 6 are the San Francisco Mints, 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 16, and 17. All of them for $99.95 a coin. I cannot impress it upon you enough. This coin right here, where's the 2015 right there? That coin We sell this coin by itself all day long, 4.2 customer stars. You just saw it. Customer pick, 4.2 stars, $599.
So in this set, if you do the auto ship, it's going to be one of them, and it's $99.95.
Every coin's $99.95. It's unprecedented. Nobody else can do this. Nobody else can sell you this set. Nobody else can come close to finding this set, doing this set, making this set available. Good luck. I don't know any place else on the planet with a single phone call you can get all 9 of these coins.
And it says free shipping and handling with auto ship. So that's free shipping and handling for your first one? Or Dan, are all the future ones free shipping and handling too? I want to make sure. Yes, they are. Okay,
oh my goodness.
Yes, they are. I'm just double checking.
Now, here's the one thing I can tell you. I've been here, like I said, I don't know.
I know. I
can tell you about the coins.
I don't know. That's why I check with the boss. Yeah.
The one thing I do know about that is we've never done that with a coin auto ship. Free shipping and handling for everything, all the way through. And keep in mind, at $99.95, you know how much you pay for the box? The box is $49.95. You know how much you pay extra for that? That would be $0.
$0. Does it come with the first shipment?
I think it comes with the first auto ship.
The first, so second, when your auto ship starts.
The very first auto shipment, your second total shipment. So you get the 2016, then you're going to get this box with the first auto shipment that you're going to have right there. So the box itself, look at the beautiful brass hinges. I mean, it's a $50 box.
Yeah, but the $500 coin. I mean, that's what I
$600 coin.
Oh, $599. That's right.
$599. Yeah.
Oh, okay. $600. All right.
Don't forget the extra penny.
No, I'm sorry. What I meant is $500 off.
That's what you meant. You did. You meant a $500 savings.
I meant is $500 savings.
Now,
on
here's
that
the problem with this.
Coin.
The reason that's a $599 coin is there's just not that many of those in existence. As a matter of fact, the 534 coins that I have, sets that we have available here, represent 10% of all of the coins in existence.
Really?
Okay, represent 10% of all of the coins in existence. So understand, people are going, well, you'll just sell 10,000 of these auto ships. No. Because there's only 5,500 of these coins in existence.
Oh my gosh.
Period. 5,500 is all that exists. I don't have all 5,500. Nobody has all 5,500. As a matter of fact, I believe I'm the only person on the planet that has 500.
And have the whole complete set. Like
and
they
have the whole complete set. Not only that, the Monster Box label is 100% exclusive to us.
I was
here
just saying,
at
I've
HSN.
never seen this label before.
Yeah, we do that in our full set. We have several thousands of people in the regular set. And one of the reasons we did the Monster Box label is for all of the literally thousands of people that have put together their Mint State 69 American Silver Eagle set that has no supplemental minted coins because they're just the regular minted coins. You can now finish your collection and own every single Mint State American Silver Eagle, including the supplemental minted coins. There's 9 supplemental minted coins made by the United States government for the Silver Eagle program in the history of the United States Mint. And with one phone call, you get all 9 of them right here, right now.
Every single one. And remember, we also have FlexPay. So your first shipment, $33.32 on 3. And by the way, interest-free. I want to mention that. No, there's no setup fee. It's completely interest-free, and it's a credit card you already have in your wallet. MasterCard, Visa, American Express. We even take PayPal. Diners Club. So, welcome everyone. By the way, if you're new to HSN and new to coin collecting, happy 4th of July weekend. We're happy to have you here. Mike has been in the business his entire life here at HSN for decades, at least 20 years. And so we, of course, are governed by the FCC. And, we're not kidding around here. When we say something, we're legally have to be saying it.
And like I said, I mean, it's great that we're legally bound, but I mean, I'm ethically bound as well.
Ethically bound. You wouldn't be in this business for 40 plus years.
You just can't do that.
Yeah.
Your word is your bond in numismatics. When you say you're going to do something, you better do it.
Right.
When you say something is as it is, it better be as it is.
Right.
It's that way because it's a word of mouth. It's a handshake business.
Yes.
I mean, I've transacted over the course of the years. I've sold and been responsible for selling $1 billion worth of coins. I would like to show, I can show you right now the number of signed contracts I have between me and all my vendors for those billions of dollars worth of coins because there are none. Every one of those $billion worth of coins that I've sold over the 25 years has been done with a handshake. Every single one of them.
Because you trust
because there's people I've done business with for 40 years.
Right.
And their reputation is their business, and my reputation is my business. And that's what you get here.
Coming up next, collectible coins from around the world. Whether you are a beginner or an avid collector, get premier coins delivered right to your door, only from HSN.
So these were the secret Silver Eagles.
Right.
These the government told us about, but their incompetence led us to have a tremendous collectible. And people are going, why are you ragging on them? Look, I love the U.S. Mint because, well, they provide all the stuff that I sell.
That's
but
true.
understand, sometimes they could do a better job, okay? They could do a better job. Last year was the 30th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big deal. They did a coin set celebrating the 10th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. They did a coin set for the Silver Eagle celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Silver Eagle and the 25th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. They did coin sets for all of those. Now I have, if we go to hsn.com, look up the 1995W, okay, 1995W 10th anniversary American Silver Eagle. That's the first time they did, we're going to do that, okay? 1995 W American Silver Eagle. So we want to look at that.
Okay.
So that's the 10th anniversary. Then they did the 20th anniversary coin, which was a reverse proof coin. I think we sell that coin here for about $600 or $800, something like that.
Right.
The 25th anniversary, we sell that also for $700 or $900.
Okay.
Then we have the 30th anniversary. They did two, but they didn't do a set. We did a set for them, okay? And we used the boxes that they used for the 20th and 25th anniversary. I had some
makes
left
sense.
over,
Okay.
so I'm using the boxes. Yeah, that's the coin right there, yeah. Shannon, so that's the 10th anniversary. Look at the price on that.
Holy moly.
$32,995.
That's worth more than my car.
Yes, indeed. and I can tell you this, that we are quite likely to sell that today. That's the only one that I'm aware of for sale anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world.
Oh, wow.
It took me 2 years to find that coin. So we have that coin. So anyway, that's the 10th anniversary coin. The 20th anniversary coin we're sold out of, usually at about $1,100, and the 25th anniversary at $1,000, somewhere right in there. And then here are the 30th anniversary coins. Of all of those anniversary coins, this is the only one that it actually says on the coin that it's an anniversary coin. Okay, it says on the coin 30th anniversary right on the edge letter. The United States government has made the better part of 100 different silver eagles between date, mint mark, and finish. This right here, you are looking at the only two edge-lettered silver eagles in the history of the United States government, right here.
Ever?
Ever. Not just the anniversary, but I mean ever of any of them. You're getting both of them. They released them last year under separate cover, in essence. The problem is this coin was released in like December of last year. I didn't even get to sell this coin in 2016. So what you end up, and that's what I meant by the mint incompetence, although that might be kind of a strong word. They released these so late in the year, like this year, the 2017 Proof Eagle's already out. We have it available on HSN.
Yeah.
This was released in November. This was released in December. The Satin Finish this year is being released next week. So we have 6 months to sell it. It's all that.
Oh, man.
We couldn't even sell this in 2016. They didn't even do, even though it's a 30th anniversary Silver Eagle, a very big deal, they didn't even do a set, okay? So what we did is we took the box, and look at this beautiful blue lacquer box.
That's gorgeous.
This is a beautiful box the government used for the 20th and 25th anniversary American Silver Eagles. And they, I'll tell you what, they do some nice boxes. This is, you can just see that's just a regular thing when you put it in there, but there's a little magnet in there.
Oh, yeah.
So when you press this,
Oh, no,
it
that's
holds
cool.
it. Yeah, and it holds it in place. And so the coins go just like this, because they fit, because we use the original mint capsules,
Right.
so they fit exactly in there.
But
So
they
we
didn't
have
do a set like
they
this?
didn't do that. We went ahead and did it for them, okay? And basically charged, for the 25th anniversary, they charged $199. For the 20th anniversary, they charged $199. So we said, we'll charge $199 to give you the 30th anniversary set that the government didn't make, but should have made.
Yeah, you're
Okay?
right.
So I have got these. Now, not only is this impressive from a 30th anniversary standpoint, but now look at the coins themselves.
Yeah.
This is a satin finish American Silver Eagle. Not only is it a 30th anniversary, but it is the 10th anniversary of the special satin finish eagle. These are both West Point minted and have West Point mint marks. They have been making the satin finish American Silver Eagle since 2006. Not only is this the only one that's edge lettered, and of course the only one that has a anniversary designation, of all of the satin finish eagles made by the United States government, this is also the rarest. Next door to it, we have the Proof American Silver Eagle, the stalwart of the American stable of Silver Eagles, presentation Silver Eagles.
It's beautiful.
It's the only one that's edge lettered. It's the only one of those $30,000 to $32,000 coins where it says on the coin itself that it's from the 30th anniversary. That is included in this coin that you see right here. It also happens to be the rarest West Point minted Silver Eagle in modern, since they've been doing that for 21 years, I guess, at the West Point. Point Mint. The only thing that even comes close to that is the 10th anniversary from 1995, which was a special issue. So the coins in and of themselves are spectacular and collectible and phenomenal and desirable. But they didn't make them into a set, so we did what they should have done.
Yeah.
More importantly, I knew this would be what it would be.
Right.
And while it took the collecting world by storm, it took them by surprise because it was released so late in the year, we kind of saw this coming. I've been doing this a long time, and I know the recipe for collectability and desirability. Wait till the Mint releases something at the end of the year that they don't think is going to be very good. Wait for them to make it the rarest of the coins in existence. Wait for them to make almost none of them. Wait for them to not do what they should have done, and then you have the recipe for success. So the United States government made 160,000 of these coins, which in American Silver Eagles is fantastically rare.
Yeah.
It was such a good eagle, I purchased, myself and my agents purchased about 40,000 of those coins. About 25% roughly of the entire mintage I've been responsible for purchasing on this particular coin, the 2016. It is that important, it is that rare, it is that desirable, it is that incredible of a coin. So as a standalone coin, I could certainly make an argument that $199.95 is an opportunity.
Oh, you bet.
Virtually an unprecedented
you
opportunity.
could set the market on this. I mean, quite literally.
Absolutely.
I mean, you easily could. And that's one of the things that's so interesting about Mike. I mean, he not only does he set the standard, it's kind of like E.F. Hutton, the world is listening. I mean, the coin world really does listen and responds and reacts to what Mike does. But I meant it when I said you could set the industry. You could set the bar. I mean, you could set the mark of measurement in terms of how much he could charge for this. So the fact that he's doing it here, the only place that you can get it as a set, which is ridiculous. It's almost like a buy one, get one in a way if you think about, you know,
Sure.
in that way.
Because this one's that or this
Right,
one's that.
exactly. I mean, you could.
You could certainly make a case for that.
Right.
But we sell the box, by the way, empty for $29.95.
I was going to say, I thought that was like a $30
because
box.
it's blue lacquer. It's absolutely stunning. Now, the government, once again, didn't do this. This was the box that they used for the 20th and 25th anniversary. They should have done it for this.
Yeah.
They should have done the 30th anniversary set. For whatever reason, they chose not to. I have no idea why. I don't understand kind of why they didn't. I don't understand why they refused to do that. But the fact of the matter is these, and look at the date. These are 2016 coins. This is the entire set. This is the entire pair. They did 2 coins. They only did 3 Silver Eagles last year. They did the regular coin and these 2. That was it.
Oh, no kidding.
And of course, the regular Silver Eagle is just a regular Silver Eagle.
Right.
This, on the other hand, is extraordinarily desirable, extraordinarily collectible on so many levels because they're the only 2 edge-lettered Silver Eagles ever done by the United States government. They're the rarest satin finish and the rarest West Point minted United States proof Silver Eagles in the modern time. We put them in the set. You have the entire collection. We've got them at our HSN price of $199.95. We got the special shipping and handling of only $5. I just noticed FlexPay. I mean, we never do FlexPay. I overlooked that all the time.
I know. And at $49.99, I know we just took you to hsn.com, but that's the 10th anniversary that you have for over 32.
32,000. People always read that. 3,200.
Did they put the decimal point in the wrong place?
We did not.
Is that a typo?
It is not. 32,000. That's only the second most expensive coin I've ever offered here at HSN.
Really?
Yeah, I offered a Mint State 69 Morgan silver dollar here one time for $112,000, I think.
Wow. But I mean, and Mike's the only one who did this as a set. And so this is really in celebration of, well, kind of like the secret mintage from the U.S. Treasury.
Right, this is the secret set.
This is the secret set that they didn't create, but they should have.
But they should have, all those things.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're going to see, you're going to get the coins. We have the original Mint box from the set that they should have created from the U.S. Mint with the certificates of authenticity. Now, since they released the coins individually, I have the 2 original certificates of authenticity.
Cool.
Now, they came in other little tiny boxes, so we're putting them in the big box with the original certificates. They're going to have the red oak, or not the blue lacquer presentation. So it's just as if the Mint would have done this.
It really is. You know what? Not a lot of these to go around. And honestly, we say that with Mike because, especially with the coin vault, it's not like we ever bring in 10 or 15 or 20,000 of something. And when he's like, I wish. I mean,
It'd make my life so much easier. No, I'm fighting for dozens.
Yeah, no, I mean, he really is. So whenever you see opportunities like this, these are opportunistic buys. You really, really, really should take advantage of them. And I have to say, this is a history-making day for our coin vault and for our coin collectors here at HSN. Mike has literally, he works so hard on every show, but because it's today's special, sold out early. Only the 5th or 6th time I've mentioned that. He had to curate. Really, they were rewriting the show when I was on doing electronics last hour. So you had to call, you had to handpick, you had to curate, and really be judicious about what you selected for your last show.
And I'm trying to do this while I'm extraordinarily sleep deprived. Okay, can barely speak right now. I've been here since like 9 o'clock last night for Shannon. You've done that all the time. Right. I'm not as used to it as a professional today's special presenter. I mean, I get to do it once a year usually. So for this, so now I'm trying to do stuff and put these things in, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to doing one show and then that's it, one and done. But ultimately, here's what it comes down to: you have an unattainable 30th anniversary set. Nobody else in essence has this.
No one has it.
I suspect if you could find the 2 coins and somehow you could find the box, you could do it. But good luck with that.
Right.
We save these because we just don't throw things away.
No.
Okay?
No,
and so I had these beautiful, I looked at these, I go, how can you throw these away?
Right.
They're spectacular. Someday we'll find a use for them, and that day has come. So ultimately, let me put these in here.
I like that little magnet. That's pretty cool. That's almost like a museum presentation.
See, so what happens is that fits in there, and then what happens is all you do is push that, and then
that's cool.
And then the magnet holds it. It's almost like it's in the air right there. Actually. And you can see that. You can also see the reverse of the coins. The 2 West Point mints, the 30th anniversary American Silver Eagle set that never was. We made it happen. United States Mint, you're welcome. You should have done this deal. Spectacular.
Right, and you know what? Unless you're doing it now, you're not getting it.
Okay, whoa, there we go.
Nice. That was
How about
good.
That? How about the Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah,
from 2016. Isn't that spectacular?
Yes, it is.
Because the Teddy Roosevelt, of course, was one of those. Now, there's going to be as many as 30,000 Teddy Roosevelt. It's only going to be equally as rare as the $30,000 coin. But it has been amazingly popular because of the theme. Yes. Of course, they do this for each individual state, okay, has its national park or national historic area. So North Dakota they have the Badlands. The Teddy Roosevelt National Park is right there, as you can see, in North Dakota. And that's the Badlands right there. As a matter of fact, my wife's family grew up within a stone's throw of exactly where he is right there, is ultimately what it comes down to. And there we have the Teddy Roosevelt. And I have a very, very, very few of these at my original issue price, once again, of $189.95. And how many of those do we actually even have? I think it's probably very, very limited at this point. I love this. I don't know why we don't have a name for that. And I love the fact it says approximately 99.9%. And I know HSN likes to err on the side of caution, but it's not approximately 99.9. It is exactly, metallurgically, 99.995%, actually, is what it is. So it's not approximately, it's exactly 0.99995. That's the percentage of this. Once again, 5 ounces of that 99995. I have 132 is all I have of the original Teddy Roosevelts. Once again, 999 fine silver right there, 5 ounces, and there you go of the Teddy Roosevelt. Actually, that's the Ozark. I'm just showing you the other side of that. So when you look at this, understand it wasn't that long ago that the silver in this was $250. Wasn't that long ago that the silver in this was, because it's $50 an ounce. There's 5 ounces of pure silver. So it wasn't that long ago. The melt value was $250. Okay? We're at $189. Understand, you get over a quarter pound of pure silver. Then you get the phenomenally rare coin part of it, okay? The fact that it was a coin that they only made like 30, I think there was 32,500, somewhere right around there, of the Teddy Roosevelts. They haven't released final mintage figures, but that's gonna be right in the ballpark with that. So the great thing about these 5-ounce America the Beautiful coins, which they've been making since 2010, is you get this tremendous intrinsic value. The fact that there's this tremendous value of these coins in terms of just the silver that they contain. But then you get that numismatic or coin value that's right there with it. It's right there with it. Once again, there's the Hawaii, okay? This one's 2012. And remember, this one was $529. I think I have 10 coins
Right,
left.
and
is
that
all
can
I
be
have.
found, by the way, on HSN.com.
HSN.com, if you go to there for HSN.com. So that's the Teddy Roosevelt.
And
I
we
don't
have
even
only
think
about
we're going to even
100.
go. Yeah, I don't even know. Are we going to even give them a clock on this one, or we want to go to the next thing? If we do 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 minute. Well, you get 1 minute.
All right. So
As a matter of fact, we may sell every single one of them. I only got about 100 left.
I think so. I think so. So with that being said, don't forget about your different options to order. So you can call our toll-free 800 number. You can shop by remote, and you can shop from any of our mobile devices, and you can always go onto our website at hsn.com. But if you want to have the Teddy Roosevelt, the Theodore Roosevelt, then only about 100 of those remaining. We are going to be moving on. I can't wait to see what you have in your hand. Now it's like, now you've got me on the edge of the seat, and now I'm wondering.
It's kind of the point.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're here. You know, I'm here to try to help you with some of that numismatic knowledge. Because a lot of this is I mean, you kind of got to live this stuff. I mean, everybody, you know, they do what they do for their job, their living, their profession, and then they have hobbies and passions and all that. Mine all gets to be rolled up in one.
Yeah.
So what that means
great.
is, you know, of the 16, 17 hours a day I'm up, coins are always going to take a relatively significant part of any of any of that time and all of that time. And so that's how I run across this. I spend a lot of time on the phone trying to get the inside scoop on all of this stuff, and that's a